Matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will put toe to leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Michigan State Spartans offense is on the field for the first time today. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand. And Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in a Sin-State rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
Buys a little time. On the run, deep down the right side. Complete downfield. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Taylor has it. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll keep it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the red zone, it's Taylor. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. The Spartans get it past the sticks.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between a tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the top.
Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. On the ground, it's Marshall. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Escapes trouble. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. And the Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out fast. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking at you? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. I'm not talking about ranking trophies.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that. on the QB sneak on 4th down.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Get it out on the screen. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. We reach the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground. He's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get you.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit.
Number 17. To kick it away.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. On the move. Hard running there. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. Got a wide open receiver. He'll work his way down to the 28. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They go to the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big time play.
The terrain gets rough third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Michigan State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll try the left side. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Morgan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Throws to the tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Now improvising. Trying to escape. Oh, he's got some space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. The give on the option. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This is hardly a surprise after converting their first 2 4th down attempts. They'll try it again. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give is to Taylor. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for once.
The Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll immediately call timeout.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. He'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Caught over the middle. It's McCray. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Spartans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. These corners backing off a bit. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Finds a tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Extending the play. Got a man. It's ball.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against the guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Illegal blocking back.
That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Childs. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Give to the running back. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. Trying play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Caught in the backfield. It's ball. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 10 over Iowa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case any...
There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Haynes. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick release on the RPO. Quick step and go. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The give to the single back. Slithers into space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Might as well give it to him again. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Mendoza. They get to him as he throws. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Their lead is down to 10. Moments like this, you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's got it again. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football.
The ball's free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And there's something you don't see very often, a fumble on a quarterback sneak, and quarterback's got to do a really good job of bellying the ball and securing it before you start pushing forward. I don't know if he ever really had control of it. The defense was able to knock it out and create the takeaway.
Looking to the big tight end. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Behind the chains now on second and long. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
And the Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be third and long. To the air. It's Mendoza. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Michigan. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll try the run. He has the first and still on his feet.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Taylor has it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Now sliding to his left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He worked his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Spartans! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Michigan State, 27. Michigan, 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. To throw, it's Mendoza. Pocket breaking down. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Motion from the wideout. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the right. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Spartans are marching down the field. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on!
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
And they'll take a knee.
Victory formation is so sweet, and the best part is when you're on the road and all those home fans start taking off, and all those cheers, all those loud noise, you don't hear them anymore. It's really quiet.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could